nothing of importance.
What's the in-game time? That's the most important always, even though it doesn't matter at all. Only 20 seconds of loads. Nice. Actually 18 seconds, so not bad. Pretty good run. No, not bad mistakes.
Yeah, nice one.
And okay, so I'm gonna just show off now with the thing. If you finish the game and you start a new game, you get the new game plus. Just you get all the guns, unlimited ammo, and flares. But meds you have to pick up. Enemies have double health now. You have time to show one glitch. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna show you what you can do with guns in this game. Hey, well played. Yeah, I finished the glitchless run. Eric will be doing Tomb Raider 3 very soon. It's with glitches.
I will indeed.
I'm gonna go to the ladder fast. Take the harpoon first. And I'm gonna pick up the item, and then draw a gun. And I glitched Lara's hand. Now we can have a harpoon with one hand here. Yeah, this is new game plus. But this works in normal game. But now I can press a grenade launcher, for example. And I can use harpoon as a grenade launcher. With the fire rate of harpoon. And you can do the same with M16. You grab the ladder. Glitch it. Like that. And you can use shotgun, for example. It's a pretty OP. Or you can use grenade launcher, which is the fire rate is crazy. But yeah, that's it. That's it from me. Is Eric ready for the raid?
Yeah, I'm live.
Nice. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you.
And go to Eric's channel. He's doing Tomb Raider 3. I'll be commentating, and see you there. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the raid, Footy. Thank you.
Long
all.
time no see.
Yeah,
right?
long time no see, and here. Yeah, I don't know if I should say anything, or do you want to say anything?
Yeah. So, well, I haven't posted it on Twitter yet, but it's okay. We've got a lot of, I know a lot of people joined us for last stream, but I don't think everyone was there at the beginning of the stream, and I don't know if you introduced yourself in Footy's stream either. So
Yeah, I didn't.
for those of you. Okay, well, for those of you that are joining us, so obviously we're still doing our Extra Life Marathon, and we just finished a speed run of Tomb Raider 2, and now Eric, who was just commentating Footy's run, is going to be running himself now through Tomb Raider 3. But Eric, do you want to introduce yourself, to chat a little bit, tell us about your history with the game and speed running?
So hi everyone, I'm Eric, and I'm a 2-meter speedrunner. I've been speedrunning 2 meters for almost 3 years at this point. mostly 1 and 3, especially 3 lately, as a lot of people know. And I will be running this game for the Extra Life Marathon. Category is any percent glitched, so it's gonna be a lot of glitches. Game is quite broken, as I'll show. And yeah, that's about it from me. I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's go.
Party time.
And the timer started, which is really nice. Thanks for gifting sub to Footy. So at beginning of this game, you might remember this level is a really long one casually, but it won't be that long in glitched. We're gonna go straight to the end, and what I'm about to do is I'm gonna swan dive in the gate, and level end will trigger. So gonna do a flare cancel here, like I mentioned before. Thanks for the sub gifts. Hold control and oh no.
No.
I didn't want this. Alright, I'll do something really quick. I'm gonna make a
Yes.
I'm gonna make a save. The game will be really unstable if I don't. Okay, I'm gonna close it quickly and just gonna load to remove the
So that
texture
happens.
glitch.
That happens if every time you end the level, there's a fade, and if you skip the fade too fast, it will cause texture bug on PC version. And there's also a fade after saving or loading the game, and especially after loading, if you skip that one too fast, it will cause texture bug as well. FMVs can fix it. The game is still unstable, so it can crash at any point, and the textures are all really messed up. Some of the levels are just unwatchable, honestly, with that. Hurts eyes.
So we're in the level that's called Temple Ruins. Probably one of the longer ones, and probably one of more boring ones. Not gonna lie. It takes around.
Sadly, it's the second level.
Yeah, it takes around 9 minutes to do it. It will take me a bit longer already because of the texture bug I had. Thanks for gifting sub to Rusky, Ryan. So yeah, there's gonna be plenty of glitches. There are two key pickups I need to get. One of them you don't really glitch it. You have to do it pretty much glitchless way of getting it, but the way to get a second one, it will be a glitched one. But we'll get there. Important thing I need to do is I need to kill all the enemies before I get to the thing. Thanks for the subs, bits, and everything.
So there's a trick called remote triggering. I'll explain it for the next glitch because it's a trapdoor one. Remote triggering is Tomb Raider 3 is the first one where they introduced that one, the mechanic. That we can do it.
Iraq hypers.
Oh, there we go.
Here Eric gets a really precise pot, swims up, holds upright input, and flips through.
Thanks for the sub gifts. Also set up a link, or set up a command for the donation link on Extra Life. I think it's in the title.
Is it Echo Extra Life? Yes. There you go. Thank you,
So
Footy.
remote triggering in Tomb Raider 3, 4, and 5 is you drop a flare on a certain tile, specific tile, which is a trigger for something. Enemies, weather, level trigger, like flip maps or anything. And then you drop the flare there, and then you have 30 seconds to get into a wall. And when you get into the corner, the game thinks that you're out of bounds, and then there's a priority list in the game which checks things like Lara, flare, camera, bullets, weather, and then it checks what triggers the things next when Lara is out of bounds, and it happens to be the flare, and then game thinks Lara is upstairs actually, and then triggers remotely things. It's quite complicated, but very useful here, for example.
So I'll be careful here. Ooh, I almost died. So I've been dying here many times recently, but I'm fine.
So he dropped the flare on the second tile, and then goes in the corner, and game thinks Lara is upstairs, and then there's a trigger for flip map, and it fills the pool earlier than supposed to. The next room.
Alright, so usually this pool here would be empty, but there's water in. So that saves.
Map. How much saves?
That saves like
Like
4
2?
minutes, I think.
I don't know.
Thanks for
I don't remember when I
hints.
did it last time. Flip map is 2 rooms on top of each other where the game alternates between them. One room is without water, one is without water, for example.
So basically some of the rooms have a state with what they're in, and some of them change depending how you move on the map. That room there is one of them. Alright, so I got both of the keys, and I'm getting close to the end of this level. I'm about to do a rolling corner bug in here without the setup. Oh. Gonna fail it, of course, once. And again. And again.
Going for there's a setup, but Iraq is usually consistent with this.
Usually, yeah, I've never failed it this many times in a row. Alright, I think I'm gonna do a setup.
Damn, that is
I gave up on the YOLO. Is someone nervous?
honestly, like, usually it's the second or third try.
There we go.
But note that this setup as well can fail, just randomly, so...
Yeah. Usually that would be a reset already.
Yeah.
BB attempt.
Is your own chat bullying you right now?
Maybe.
I can't tell, but it seems like it.
I'm used to it, so.
Rad Grid, how are you gonna recruit speedrunners and then bully them? For shame.
So here Iraq goes upstairs in order to get the second shiva. And one of the things I didn't mention yet, we are running this game on the Japanese version. Where the difference is enemies have guns do double damage, except grenade launcher and rocket launcher. So Sierra kill these guys really fast compared to like normal version you might have been playing on.
Yeah, you can say the thing again because I was shooting and it's quite loud.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why you didn't hear anything.
Okay, so Japanese version, which we run on, has double damage on guns, except the rocket launcher and a grenade launcher. And that's why Era kills these guys really fast, just with pistol. And that's what allows us to trigger the both Shivas at the same time, because they will not reach Lara. And they'll start hitting you before you can go away. Makes any sense? I don't know.
Also, one of the reasons why my game is well loud as it is, it's actually on 1 in the game like volume settings, but for the later parts, there's one part where I'm gonna have to count the inputs, and it's really important for me that I hear them loud and clear. But we'll get there. So I got all the keys and everything, and we're about to place them at the end, and gonna finish the level. So we have 2, and just need to get the 3rd one that's in the water.
And also about the volumes in Tomb Raider games, they really didn't do that great job balancing it. There's like 80% of the game, or 90% of the game is normal volume, and then there's just some like fire death in Tomb Raider 1, dragon in Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, shooting and Madubu sound, and some FMVs are just 50% louder than anything else.
Yep.
And
So if you,
FMVs is a weird one.
yeah, gonna warn everyone when we get to that point to be prepared for a loud noise. Alright, got the 3rd key. It's extra life. Come on. Alright, that's
So FMVs in this game.
Temple Ruins.
So FMVs in this game, there's like 2 or 3. One after India, and then after London when you enter Antarctica in this route. And somehow, when you have the game on and you watch what, like, let's say the Nevada or India FMV in a row multiple times, the volume just increases, like it stacks up. And only way to reset it is reset the game. But in a run, we don't reset the game, so you just hear it's really loud in Antarctica for some reason.
I saved the game in here because if I would not get this glitch, I would have to go back to the Temple Ruins. Alright. So I did a swimming corner bug. It's a really weird glitch, but it teleports you up. And that saves quite a lot of time.
We used to use quad bike on this level before that glitch was found. I'm so glad it's over.
Fortunately, I wasn't around back then.
So here he does a really precise, well, he did it, precise setup to do a curve jump. It's really, really precise. Like, you might try it 100 times without the setup and not get it.
And here we have drop a step bug, and the level is done.
Now the most confusing level for in casual play, making it look too easy.
And to point out, this is completely glitchless as well. Some of the levels will be completely glitchless.
Yeah.
Actually, not a lot of them. This is one of them.
This one.
Yep. If I go for
I don't know if you do the new.
I don't know if I'll go for a hard route. I'll think about it.
Yeah, hard route saves like maximum 3 seconds if you do it perfectly. It's a very big one. And it just adds like, it's just so much different and harder. We go for really like to reset again.
And I'm gonna save before this fight, because this guy can hit you with a fire sometimes.
Fact about this takeover 3 years ago, we used to take a grenade launcher and like 80% chance to get set on fire, so it was like a wonderful time.
I'll increase you a bit. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Should be better now.
Feels, man.
So I'm gonna do a corner bug in here. teleport myself up. Save the climbing up part. Another corner bug. And we're out of first area.
Coming up, probably one of the more freaky glitch on this run.
If you've never seen it before, you'll be surprised. It's something what we call a quap. This will be a backwards version of it. Called poke.
Yeah, very original. But the name comes from the minigame, because it really looks like the minigame. You know, if you have ever played the game called Quap. So precise setup for it, and then
Also, what's really important is
backwards.
that I make a save. I'm gonna need that save later.
It's a good place to save. It's intentional for Aldwich, and then it also works as a safety one if you mess up.
Yep.
And in this run, you will see Lara's hand a lot of the time weirdly like this, and it's called PFC, Perpetual Flare Cancel, where we glitch her state, and it's like unlimited flare cancels until you have a full stop. Allows us to skip flare packs, as long as we have at least few in the inventory.
So one of more entertaining levels here that completely relies on RNG. Can lose quite a lot of time if you're unlucky. Over here I'm about to do a block skip. It's one of the harder skips to pull off, but once you know all the visuals and everything, it gets not that hard. There we go.
Going for without saved.
Oh yeah, I could avoid it there. Ah.
Yeah. So there's a random outcome where you get stuck inside a wall and there's no way out. Sometimes you can get out of it, but not always.
But just load Nevada save. It's not that much.
Yeah. And now comes the one where you just hope that the guard is on a good spot at the door, basically.
Oh no. Oh no, looks like I'm about to get the fight. Oh.
Okay, so this is probably the worst outcome in most cases, like 90% of the time.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Not the best, but decent.
Yeah. Good for marathon, let's say.
Yeah.
I have been there. I have a clip where I was like 2 minutes just dancing with the guy because he just wouldn't hit him. Normally we would have the guy, the guard, going on the tile of the door and then save load twice. And it kills the guard. Because when you load a game, the door is closed for 1 frame and then it damages him.
Yeah, I have a... Oops. I even have a command that explains that, but unfortunately didn't get to show that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a save soon in case something goes wrong. I'm about to do a glitch that's called a zombie glitch, where Lara is basically dies, but she picks up a crystal after she dies, and so she's alive again. And what happens is that you cannot open inventory, you cannot save and load, you cannot do anything. You can only heal
unless you die.
Yeah, unless you die.
Or finish the level, but yeah, it's just... And the fire strat he did is also a bit of a fiesta sometimes.
Yeah.
This game just has a lot of fiestas. Now, he skipped the crawl space. There's a corner tile which triggers the underwater current. And we need to get around it, so he gets into the corner and then moves inside the ceiling, get out, and we will see later on this level, we can skip to underwater current part completely.
Yeah, usually the fan underwater would be on, but because of the skip, it's
Yeah.
gonna be off, and that's gonna save time. Oh, nice. Nice trigger. This is also one of the more interesting parts for rounds.
You call it interesting?
Yes. There's no way to manipulate how these guards and prisoners behave.
Yeah.
So every single. Nice.
That's really good.
That's really lucky. I'm surprised, I guess.
I will be back shortly, guys. I have to do
Okay.
something real quick. I'll be back.
Alright. So, just do not get shot here, I'm good.
I think you can take 2 damage, like 2 hits from it. And survive with 0 health, or like 1 HP, but yeah, don't wanna take hit.
Alright, need to do a drop in here, and that's the one you don't want to mess up. There we go. Oh, not that much health left.
So yeah, this level has to be done now saveless from the zombie glitch onwards, like Eric explained.
To the end.
Yeah, if you die, it's back to where the save was.
It is a few minutes at this point. So I definitely don't want to die. I do have an extra med in case I take damage, so I prepared myself.
Yeah, late game is a bit... Now mid game, the Madubu, and then late game can be... If you just get super unlucky, you just lose meds really fast.
What's important is we didn't talk about it. So you start in India, and then you have a mid game where you have 3 areas, and you can select which ones you want to do. What's important is that we select Nevada first because we want to get a Desert Eagle, which is a really good weapon, and you want to get it as early as possible.
And lose guns and meds and everything
Yeah.
as fast as possible, so we can start collecting them again.
After that, it's pretty much, almost same thing which area you select after. There's a small difference that's kind of irrelevant for a marathon run. But I will be doing South Pacific after this area. It all goes to the same team. So you can pick whoever you want. Oops. Okay.
And for the run, like the level order, the big difference is Madubu. Like, it's basically not the only reason we do it this way, but it plays a big part of it. The kayak, we need consistent way of doing it, so we have set inputs like, I think there's like 40 or 50 inputs you have to memorize or read from the note when you do it. And there's just some weird stuff in the game that the underwater currents affect the value of the kayak, how it behaves. And with this level order, you get the certain pattern and there's a setup for it.
So Area 51, one of... not long ago I said one of the easiest levels, but I've changed my mind every now and then with this one. The moment I would say it's one of harder ones.
It's like an auto filler level when it goes well. But then there's days it just goes sideways.
Yeah, exactly. There's quite a lot of precise glitches I need to do in here. But yeah, we'll get to them. Need to shoot this guy because he will activate the lasers and then I will have to crouch underneath, which is something what I definitely don't want to do, and I almost jumped into a corner.
Do you want a real answer, Danza, or do you want my old answer?
You know how I...
Dainsworth.
Yeah, I also pronounce it like that. Thames, how I said it before.
I was made fun of it always, but then I got lectured and it's actually Thamesworth. Same with Ganges, I called him Ganges, but...
I called it Gangs.
But yeah, you'll learn English when you do speedruns. Duck life river canyons.
Alright, I need to... I'm gonna make a save in here because...
Yeah, I was gonna save.
This can go bad.
There's a guy called Softlock Steve who's the melee guard and he can like make Lara stuck. And you just lose your health and die because you're stuck there.
Basically, you end up being stuck in crouch position and you cannot recover from it. You cannot stand up, you cannot go anywhere, and just wait for her to die.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Here's a glitch called GG. Comes from Glitz's glitch because it was a thing in Tomb Raider 2 actually, where we thought it's glitchless, but turns out you can actually use it as a glitch in many places, so it came from that. He uses that glitch in order to embed into a wall and get the flicker motion and then get around the trapdoors and then clip all the way up. Skip whole backtracking part of this level.
Okay, I need to get this disc to open the UFO door. It's the only pickup we have to do.
Are you gonna go for the no buffer setup?
Of course.
Nice. Yeah, we are gaming here, so... So here, it looks weird, but we do really precise.
Speedrun is going okay so far, had a rough start, but been playing good.
So we trigger backwards co-op there, but then we cancel it. That's like probably the most precise version of the co-op. We get the co-op, then we cancel it instantly, and then trigger it later so we can skip this door. The reason we delay it is co-op stays 8 seconds, so...
So you cannot jump there immediately and stay in that state forever, because you're gonna clip up and it's like nothing happened. Oh, I need to do a little
And I
more.
don't really remember. Don't remember how co-op exactly works, like her falling speed or something
Yeah,
is
it's
affected.
quite a complicated thing. Icor made a good video
Basically,
about it.
yeah. Negative fall speed, okay. But yeah, basically there's a variation where you hit the ceiling and the ground at the same time, and that triggers it. But then a few years ago, I think, Troya found the current way of doing it. We use it in most places.
Right. It's a coastal village.
And that way is... yeah.
Gonna do a lot of huge skips. This is first of them.
It's called quicksand. You have forward momentum on the block when you hold action and it clips you through it. And then because there's a platform you can clip up, game pushes you up there. I think this is the first time we do save a lot glitch in this one, right? Where you get rid of the trap.
1 year
Yeah.
home.
Thanks, KG.
So you can avoid or disable traps with save and load.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so spikes disappear.
Yeah. So here, Era goes in like perfect setup to like a backflip into the corner, and then look for the certain frame, and then hold roll action, and it gets Lara out of the corner,
This is
and
why
then
I
it
say
clips on the.
have a save, fortunately.
Quite common glitch here honestly to happen, which kills you. We go for the fast climb up, and you have to time your grab like not perfectly always, but
But kinda precise.
yeah, at the limits of it anyway. I just explained how Lara has formal momentum when holding action and then clips up when there's a solid platform to clip up. I don't know if there's any more technical way of saying it. But yeah, on that part there's no solid platform to clip you up, so it's all clips, so you're forever stuck.
I'm gonna make a save in here as well because this is half YOLO.
Yeah. It's a called flying cone about. Lara's like falling and then flips in the corner, flips through the wall, ends the level. And now the best level everyone loves.
This is probably my favorite area for... Oh, I need to grab a decision there.
Yeah.
That would not make it.
No. I once made it from that step where she was down. I was like, what happened there? It usually is like, oh, it's just death. Should always be. Yeah. Here Eric gets into kayak and he will probably look sideways because he's reading notes.
Yep.
I'm gonna be quiet so he can focus on it.
I'm gonna count as well. Basically, I have to do precise inputs. So it's 4 up, 4 left, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and there we go.
And this is all just to prevent the randomness of kayak, because like there's a water current, you get pushed left and right, it's never the same. You can lose easily 5 to 20 5 to 20 seconds. Sometimes even more if you get bad outcomes. So
Takes quite a lot to do the thing manually. I will
yeah.
make a save here.
And that slope is a weird place to park it, so it makes sense. It's allowed in glitches as well. Because when you get in here, you're supposed to go through the doorway and go to different pool, but there's a precise jump. You can get back and skip the whole level.
So I did a precise setup there to land on the tile.
It's really precise. It's like, it's more precise than it looks.
Coolest jump sequence in TR3, yes. Alright, another sequence of me counting stuff coming up.
This is a bit more straightforward, luckily.
Yeah. And let's see if I got
It's
a
like
no damage outcome.
118.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't, of course. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, come back.
And now the most, like, there's two outcomes.
Forgot to heal.
Two outcomes on the exit. You can get sequence where you can do this drop with no damage. It's quite a rare outcome, honestly. And this is the most common outcome. You have to heal. And then crocodile is an issue, an actual issue in this run. Because when Lara goes on the edge, you can press action. In the middle of the outcome, like the climbing animation, Croc can push you outwards or inwards or sideways. And you saw Lara being like inside of the platform, but sometimes she gets like out of it. She will finish the animation of climbing up, but will drop down in the water and just get eaten by 3 crocodiles. One of the main run killers, I would say.
I got quite lucky here to not get poisoned.
Yeah, you can skip the crystal completely as well.
You can even skip it if you get poisoned like way too late, but if you get poisoned really early, then that's a problem. Okay, only a bit of damage.
I thought you were gonna stop after 2 ups and I was like, what is happening here?
Pull the 3 levers.
Yeah, there's a block you can pull, but you have like plenty of time to pull the levers before the spikes even come close. This is where the deagle is very OP, like the first boss now, where you really get to see it.
Basically only reason why we go for Nevada first, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of this.
It's just so much faster. You can like one cycle him, like half cycle him basically.
Alright, so I will
make... If you time your shooting... Yeah, go on.
I will make a save before London because I tend to mess up some of the things that I don't really want to mess it up now.
Yeah. It's the level where everything is blitzless. This way Eric is going now is blitzless, so it's around 27 seconds, 26 seconds, something like that. But yeah, for Puna, I was gonna say that if you shoot perfectly, start perfectly, you can get like extra kill, extra fast one. But again, not that common. Saves at least 0.3 seconds or 0.2. And this is the level where Eric will use the Nevada save.
Yeah.
By the way, did you overwrite the save?
Nope. I still have a Nevada one. I will check. But yeah, I do have Nevada one.
Okay, good. If you don't have the Nevada save, you can do it in this level again if you just know that you need to do it. But yeah, we will do some save load trickery first time in this run.
Yep. And there's only, I mean, we did kinda Coastal Village. But
yeah, but now it's like across 2 levels, so it's like there's 2 of them in this run.
Yeah, one of them is at the
end. What will happen is... You wanna explain or...?
You can explain.
Okay. So he goes in the corner of this ticket machine on a certain angle. he saves, and then loads Nevada, and then jumps on the slope, and then when he loads Aldwych again, Lara's sliding state is saved across that load, and he can squeeze through the machine on a precise angle. And it saves, I think, 2.5 minutes or 120. I can't remember how much it was back in the days.
Oh, there's a others.
Danta might remember.
Yeah, there's other route. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure how fast it is compared to this.
It was like we used to do RNG, where we drop a flare. We would drop the flare on a certain tile. We had exactly 29 seconds.
Oh,
Perfect rats to get into the corner after ticket booth and trigger it, get in the corner. So you had 0 leeway for mistakes, and usually the rats just killed anyway. And then you lost like 2 minutes of it.
so I'm glad
Good run.
I was not around back then.
No, this is live. Live gaming.
Yeah, I'm playing this live.
And here a setup just to get over the barbed wire. Barbed wire, whatever. You can do it in glitchless, but no point, because you can't get the key as far as we know for the ending part, so unfortunately for glitchless you have to do everything in this level.
Yeah. So this is one of the harder areas for casual playthroughs. I remember I refused to use the UPV because I didn't like controls of it back like 3 years ago. And I had to waste all of my meds, and I didn't have any meds for the end game.
Good trade-off.
Ah yeah, Footy started explaining it earlier than it happened. Just because there's quite a lot of steps.
He would otherwise be on the next level, but I finished the explanation.
Yeah.
And with the UPV, you can do a really cool glitch. You can drive against the wall, hold the swim key, hold it, then tap roll, and instantly start holding jump key again. And it will cancel the exit animation, and it will get Lara stuck, where you won't lose health. And there's something else which will happen, but we'll see that in a bit.
Yeah, it's also quite surprising if you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Won't spoil it.
And also you can get air through the ceiling, because that's just what everyone does. Eric does the glitch.
There we go. So you might notice my air meter is not going down. It's because of a glitch, and something else is gonna happen as well.
Yeah, and the controls are just... You can just straight through the controller out of the window. There's just... If the big normal one is awful, this is even like doubled it.
Yep. So, you might think this is gonna stop here, but guess what? This just turned into an airplane.
Yeah, and we can just... There's an invisible water. Let's just think of that.
Yep.
But yeah, that glitch I explained and Eric did will make you fly. And the cool thing about it is you can actually dismount and mount again on ground without water, so you can use it anywhere. This level is just on timer, basically, this beginning part.
Another glitch.
It has to be really early, like if you fail the corner bug, you might usually die because of the shockwave is not there anymore. But you use the shockwave in order to get pushed into the wall, and then it flips you up.
pick up the last artifact.
Eric, we are watching him.
So I made a save here. It's gonna be really useful for the end of the run.
Yeah, that save is necessary. There's no backup. If you mess up that save, you have to go back. Like, you have to make a save on this level. At least have it there.
Yeah, I mean backup right now would be just to finish the level normally.
Yeah.
The cavern.
Yeah, Meteorite Cavern. I can never remember the level, honestly.
Yeah, same. I was like,
I just call it Willy. Yeah, here you can reset the freezing bar by saving and loading, but that's the only thing which resets.
yeah, the normal air meter is still going down. So Lara usually cannot swim forever in here because she starts taking damage. It's a save and load glitch.
And coming up, pretty cool glitch, where we use the remote triggering again, but
It's
with the guns this time.
It's a new thing. Oh my god, this
Let's say
corner.
one of the more infuriating things.
So I'll shoot to trigger the guy and I'm gonna get into a corner and he's gonna finish the level for me.
Yeah, his AI is coded that he will always run to the hut, so you can just get out of bounds before he gets there and then triggers the level. And here's another remote trigger. He will drop a flare on the first tile after the corner and get into the corner and it opens the door.
If I make it.
Yeah, you have plenty of time.
Okay, good.
Otherwise you need to run around like 1.5 times or something like that. Backtrack it and then run back. It's like a little puzzle. And this is where the run gets like mentally too spicy sometimes.
Yeah, you get
not
really
like
nervous here.
Yeah, it's not like super like technical in that sense. Obviously there is some stuff, but it's more about you just hope the game doesn't like screw you over like 10 times it can. First one is that flamethrower guy.
Yeah, that can be quite RNG heavy.
So if the mutants are like too close to the corner, which is random, the flamethrower guy will try to shoot them, and that's exactly the time you arrive there and get killed. But really rare. Sometimes happens.
Alright, I need to make a save in here because I'm not gonna rely on my braking skills like PB attempt would do. Okay, I'm gonna get save. Let's see. I think it's too fast. So this is what happens if you don't brake enough.
I just love the death animation, just especially the sounds. It's just.
Let's try again. With a fast speed. Yeah, that made it.
There's a really safe one for this one. Like, let's say you're doing a challenge run, you can do a really safe one, but it's just too slow for speedruns. So.
You timed it. At most it's like, is it 8 seconds?
Yeah, 8 seconds compared to the fast one. And if you get the fast parking on top of the fast one, it's like 9 to 10 almost.
So it's quite a big thing to go for.
So here's a really precise setup as well. Looks weird, but it's pixel perfect. Lara will clip through this edge and reach this, whatever, the ledge.
So over here we're running. It's like you can climb up from crouching position a bit earlier, so you avoid getting poisoned by that guy.
Yeah. It works in Tomb Raider 3, 4, 5. When you're crouching, you tap guns or throw guns. Lara moves forward a little bit, and it allows us to get out earlier. And for example, that crawl space, if you take normally, it's 8 crawl animations, which is too much to get poisoned, but 7 plus draw guns gives you enough room to get out without getting poisoned. Nice ladder, by the way.
Thank you.
Just had to comment a bit late. And here he's going for a fast cycle. You're not meant to get on this cycle usually, but if you cut one of the earlier corners underneath the saw and good ladder, you can make it. And I can explain this next memory.
Alright, so I don't know if you remember the glitch from Area 51, where you jump in a wall and you get into some kind of flicker. It's a thing what we call a flicker glitch. It's where she's stuck in a wall. And let's see if I make this. Oh my goodness. She's stuck in a wall and I can turn her around and she's gonna start moving along the wall. Something what exists in
That's
TR2
what's
as well.
intended.
Yeah,
It's
that's
supposed to happen that she moves forward. Yeah, it's.
there we go.
I don't want to say it's 50%. It's like not that often, but really easy to mess up. And then you pop out and you lose 20 seconds minimum.
Big
And then
run
there's
killer.
also alternative. Yeah, it's run over usually. There's a setup which loses 6 seconds, but
And I'm gonna
yeah,
pick up the
it's
flare
6
here.
seconds.
Knew it.
You just needed to show the one of the actually the longest animation in the franchise probably. Pick up a flare without crouch. So that's weird one. Usually items are picked similar speeds when you're crouching. A flare is just something else. Like on a crouch it's fast. Standing up it just takes like solid 5 seconds.
Alright. Of course I have a phone call now. It's gonna wait a bit.
And yeah, this way, by doing the flicker earlier, we skip the second minecart using like usage.
Alright. You need to be careful here to see a shadow underneath. Otherwise, she's gonna fall down even though it may look like you're over.
Yeah, Eric has showcased it a few times.
Actually not there, but at other spots.
Oh, I thought you were that one when the last time happened.
It happened at least once, but
I just forget that there's other letters.
I know in TR2 it can be easy, especially in diving area.
Yeah.
Right. So, I need to pick up a few items here in water.
And you saw Eric do like weird stuff away from the button first and then going for a button. He goes on a tile which triggers the outside enemy and he will open the door faster and then you go for the button. It's slightly fast than actually going for the button, triggering the enemy and then waiting the door. So
Smaller optimization.
yeah. Looks slower but actually isn't.
Pretty much everything what looks slower is faster.
Yeah.
If there's something what obviously seems faster, it isn't. Right. One of my favorite glitches coming up. Oh, of course it works.
And this is how we get back up to the beginning.
Another flicker. So, gonna fall down here, do a flare cancel, turn around, and almost done with this level. Ooh.
When you said, I was expecting you to drop down or something.
Well, it's kind of close.
It's so easy to like, if you get pushed by the corner, the line just goes offline instantly. It saves few frames to sprint instead of running jump, so you gotta do it.
Alright, another minecart ride. We have two
Very
levels
exciting.
left. Next one is one of... Is it the longest level, glitchless? Might be.
No, like Skate is just as bad as Tenos.
At least,
is really like,
at least in top 3.
yeah, I would say so.
And
like
it's gonna...
Aldwich, Skate, and this one is so... Yeah, they're bad. All...
Yeah. And it's gonna get
I
broken.
actually thought about it once. Yeah, it's... You will see. Eric was gonna drive... Fly through it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I was thinking about glitches levels in this game the other day, and they are like plus 10 almost everyone except Thamesworth, Jungle, Talia. It's just too many levels.
Alright. I do have a few extra mids as well. I think I might have one extra.
So we'll save and load very end of the health bar because it's easier to time it rather than swim and then try to time it.
Don't have a
It's just the
soul
one
mid.
thing. Preference. That was enough. Good enough.
I'll have
Alive.
another large. I don't need
Oh.
meds anymore, so I can waste them
Yeah.
as much as I want.
So this level is around 12 minutes long. In speed, like Glitch speedrun, over 20 minutes if you do it casually, 100%. And in speedrun, it's less than 2 minutes.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a save before the trigger skip, in case I mess it up. But it's gonna be the last save of this level. And I will try to YOLO the bridge.
So there's a setup you can get, like you can jump over the bridge gap. It's quite precise. You can use a setup or a YOLO one, which doesn't require a setup obviously. But we don't really go for it in full runs unless it's like barely a PB pace or something.
Or you go when you have a good pace and then you lose a run, like I did.
It's like extremely rare to get this part on a good pace anyway, so you don't want to throw it. There's too much randomness later. Nice. That is way harder than it looks. But not too hard. This run is just... You're just hard, or you get really nervous on this end of the run. There's like still 2 things that can happen easily. Lara misses a shot, or... Snow. So here, Eric delays shot just to make the 2 cycles. If you kill a stun, will are too easy. Oh, too fast, I mean. You can't get 2 artifacts in 1 stun. We can skip one of the stuns. And we need to kill him for the last glitch to work.
I've never done this last shooting sequence this good, honestly. I always mess it up.
I shoot always 3 and then wait turn to get lost so many ones.
Now, just in case, since I did have some bad experiences here, I'm gonna make a save. There we go, of course it works.
So Eric gets into the corner, the flicker state, saves the game, and then loads the Antarctica save and goes on a certain tile. Now, these coordinates on these tile Eric goes on are exact same than the last level end trigger. And if the snowflake hits the correctly when he loads the game ends because the game thinks we are on the last.
Sub
Nice. GG's.
101. I'm happy considering how it went. Yeah, how I started the run.
I think you lost like a minute in Temple Ruins alone.
Yeah.
So that's good time. GG's.
Thanks for the GG's. This is unskippable FMV, so we have to watch it.
Yeah. Unless you disable FMVs.
Like I did once accidentally.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned.
I was like, oh, I skipped it. How? Why don't you disable? There's no reason to do it.
There's no way to disable them.
You can
Like
delete
in-game.
them. Yeah, you cannot do
Yeah.
it in-game. You can delete FMVs, which is something that's not allowed.
In TR2 it's a different case because there's a version which allows it and which doesn't. So.
Alright, let's see the in-game time.
Yeah, even more inaccurate than TR2.
Yeah, it will be a few minutes of difference, and considering I did had to load a few times because I died. Well, let's see. I don't know what I'm expecting, but well,
56.
should be sub 1 hour. Should be like 58 maybe.
Yeah, 58 sounds pretty. Maybe high 58, yeah.
Thanks for the GGs. 59.05. Alright. Close enough.
Not bad. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's it from me. That was Tomb Raider 3. Any percent glitched with the newest strats that we have. Thanks for having me in this marathon.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Eric.
other
Sorry
time.
I went quiet again. It was not because I was muted. I was just doing a lot of fumbling and trying to reorganize some things in the background. But
No problem.
speaking of fumbling and reorganizing, in a couple of minutes, I'm actually going to ask you to raid Rasky. So
Oh, Rusky.
I just need just need a couple of minutes for them to get ready. Just got a sudden change of plans for the next minute.
Okay, because I thought.
Sorry, did I butcher their name? But yeah.
No. I thought I was supposed to raid Steve of War, but
Yeah, no. We're gonna be doing something else now.
all right. Let me prepare everything then.
Dee, please. We can return. Stop it. You guys with your kek emotes, please, you're killing me. Stop
Wow,
it.
Ooh.
Didi.
And yeah, if you want to run Tomb Raider,
Surprise act,
I
obviously.
love
So
how Dee Dee talks about the wholesomeness of this a stream bringing people together, and then he's just like, "Yeah, no, he wasn't a part of this."
Oh.
Wow.
Rusky is live. I'm gonna raid Rusky.
perfect.
Rusky, and I'm gonna go eat something because I didn't eat anything yet.
Oh my god.
nice.
Starting screen.
Alright, thanks all for
Yeah.
watching and see ya.
See you.